Donald Trump denies ever having plastic surgery, but that's not exactly what his ex-wife had to say about it. Although Donald Trump has denied ever having plastic surgery or undergoing the knife, in a deposition of his ex-wife, Ivana Trump, she said something different. She said in 1990 that Donald flew into a fit of rage because he was having pain and headaches from undergoing a scalp reduction surgery, which is done to help reduce balding. She said that he'd had the surgery in 1989. And it's interesting because there are some signs that maybe could point to some sort of surgery like that with Donald Trump. It's a very old technique. Nobody does that technique anymore. But basically, if there's a bald spot, you're cutting out the bald spot and then closing the scalp together. So you can imagine that can be very tight and cause pressure, headaches, can lead to scarring. And then I think the other thing that was not great about doing that technique is that when they cut out the bald spot and tried to move the hair, it sometimes would orient the hair in strange directions or awkward directions, so that a lot of these patients ended up having hair that would be oriented in the wrong direction or very floppy, and they have to do comb overs and different things to try and cover up the scars and make it try to appear natural. So I'm not saying that Donald Trump does have a strange hair, but it is a little atypical or unusual. And nowadays, nobody does that scalp reduction technique anymore because we have much better ways to do surgery for balding or thinning the hair. First, we have ways to inject the hair with exosomes, PRP, other things that we can do to rejuvenate the hair, regenerate the hair. And then secondly, we have newer techniques like FUE, which is follicular unit extraction, where they're taking out individual hairs and grafting it into the scalp. And again, that's much better because no big scars, long scars. And then secondly, it looks very natural. You're able to orient those hairs however you want when you put them in. So the results appear very natural and very hard to detect unless you get to see a before picture. Ivana also mentioned that the former president may have undergone liposuction of his chin or neck and his waist. And it's possible. Men around that age, we do tend to have a little bit of extra weight under the chin or around the waist. So it's possible he could have undergone liposuction, but there's really no way to tell at this point